Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Alya Nanda Muthia. I'm a third semester student from English Education Department, Fakultas Tarbiyah dan Keguruan, Universitas Islam Negeri Alauddin, Makassar. Okay, first of all, let's express our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the most merciful and compassionate. Secondly, salawat and salam always be delivered to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who brought us from the darkness to the brightness. The honorable person, our lecturer, Mr. Dr. Kaharuddin, S.IP. M.Hum, is a lecturer on morphology and syntax course. So today I would like to talk about syntax as a study of language. Syntax is the study of how words, phrases, and clauses are arranged to form sentences that are both grammatically correct and meaningful. It focuses on the rules and principles that govern sentence structure in a language. For example, in English, a typical sentence follows the subject, verb, and object or SVO order, such as the dog chased the ball. Without proper syntax, sentences can become unclear or even meaningless. Syntax is essential for understanding of how languages is structured and how it conveys meaning. Yes, syntax plays a crucial role in forming a good sentence structure. Why? Because it provides the framework for arranging words in a way that follows the grammatical rule of a language. Proper syntax ensures that a sentence is not only correct but also clear and easy to understand. For example, the sentence, "The teacher explained the lesson clearly," is syntactically correct and communicates a clear message. However, if the order is changed, for example, "Explained teacher the clearly lesson," it becomes grammatically incorrect and difficult to understand. Syntax also helps to avoid ambiguity. For example, "She saw the man with the telescope" can have multiple interpretations depending on how the sentence is structured. So, after I read the definitions of syntax from online sources, I can understand that syntax is a branch of linguistics that studies how words are combined to form sentences. It focuses on grammatical rules and the relationships between different components of sentence, such as subject, verbs, and objects. Syntax also explores how these elements are organized in phrases and clauses. For example, "I quickly ate the sandwich" is syntactically correct. "Ate I the quickly sandwich" is not, because it violates English grammar rules. Furthermore, syntax varies across language. For instance, English uses SVO order, while Japanese often use subject, object, verb, or SOV type or rules. So, after I read the definitions of syntax provided by linguists, I can understand that syntax is not only about sentence structure but also about the underlying rules that allow speakers to generate and interpret sentences. Linguists like Noam Chomsky emphasize the generative aspects of syntax, where a finite set of rules enables infinite sentence creation. This means syntax goes beyond just forming sentences. It includes understanding hierarchical relationships within a sentence, such as distinguishing between main and subordinate clauses. For example, in the sentence, "The cat that chased the mouse is sleeping," syntax helps identify the cat is sleeping as the main clause and that chased the mouse as the subordinate clause. Syntax, according to linguists, is central to understanding of how languages work and how meaning is conveyed. Yes, I agree that we can produce unlimited sentences when communicating. This is possible because of the recursive nature of syntax, which allows clauses and phrases to be embedded within one another. For example, starting with a simple sentence like, I know, we can add clause to create, I know that she's coming, and then further extend it to, I know that she's coming because she called me, for example. This recursive property allows language to be infinitely generative. Additionally, combining a finite set of vocabulary and grammatical rules enable us to create sentences we've never spoken before. This capacity of creativity and variation is a key feature of human language. The statement, the number of sentences a speaker may produce and understand is unlimited, but his or her knowledge and sentences actually produced are not, highlights the distinction between linguistic competence and performance. Linguistic competence refer to a speaker's innate knowledge of syntax, which enables them to understand and generate an unlimited number of sentences. However, performance or the actual use of language is limited by factors like memory, context, or time. Syntax is directly connected to this concept because it provides the structural framework that allows infinite sentence possibilities. For example, a speaker might know the rules to form complex sentences like the man who lives down the street, who also happens to be a doctor, just bought a new car. But they may rarely produce such complex sentences in everyday conversation. Thus, while syntax enables infinite possibilities, practical usage remains finite. Okay, I think that's all for me. I sincerely appreciate all of your attention, and if there are any mistakes, I apologize previously. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.